I know Victor asked me if he could, like, because he's new to Zoom, if he could hop on a little bit early, and he's going to be the first speaker. So,
oh
like,
yeah, totally.
He wanted to just like, he just wanted to get familiar. He just wanted to get familiar with Zoom real quick because he's never been on it before.
Oh yeah, and it'll be good for him to know how to mute and unmute himself and all that jazz. Let me grab my webcam. Oh, it's all tangled up.
So, yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. There we go. Armando. I saw a William. I'm looking for a Victor, right?
Yeah, Victor. Oh, yeah, Mondo's already there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let them in when I think it's
So we're gonna make me. Are we gonna make me another host as well, or are you just gonna do all that yourself?
I don't think we can have two hosts. I tried to share the hosting. It's just like when I click on you, it says make host or like, and then it takes host away from me. So since I'm on the computer, I'll stick to it and kind of do muting and unmuting as necessary.
Yeah, whatever works best is fine.
Yeah, I think it would be a pain on the phone, especially if we get quite a few people.
Because yeah, it's a possibility that we could get quite a few people in there.
Right.
There's already at least one overflow participant I'm expecting, so that's going to be like 5 slots, and that's not including Victor, and some more people just want to watch. So
yeah. All right. Well, actually, I'm going to get my other thing.
I better get my water. Oops.
Yeah, water is going to be a good thing to have here. How are you guys holding up in this heat?
Yeah, I gotta keep some water beside me because I'm gonna be doing most of the talking here.
Great. At the beginning, do you want me to do a quick spiel about like how to use Zoom? Be like, you know, while we have people talking, we're going to keep ourselves muted. You can find that in the lower left-hand corner of your screen.
Yes.
If you, okay, cool. And I'll talk about the reactions.
Yeah, if you'd like to like cover that part, it's totally up to you if you want to cover that part or
I can do that.
Yeah,
that would be pretty easy.
Cool.
Hi, Victor. We have you on mute. You can find the unmute in the lower left-hand corner of your screen.
Hi, Victor. Let's see here. I think he's still muted.
I think you got it.
Hi, Victor.
Hello.
Hi, you got it. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Good to see you.
It's similar to Skype.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So you got it. You figured it out, Victor?
I guess so.
Yeah. It's pretty similar, except this deals with the group of people. Like, yeah. So yeah, but it's not that much different.
Yeah, I've used
I don't think it's much different
before, and this is kind of new.
It deals with a group of people.
Yes.
So great. Good to have you on here. Yeah. So you'll be doing the intro speech. Would it be okay, Victor, if you could, like, before you start your presentation, to just share some thoughts about how you feel about Autism Acceptance Month and that sort of thing? It's okay if you're not prepared, just any thoughts you have about it, especially based off of, like, you know, what we did last year and everything. Yes, that would be nice.
My speech is based on my perspective of autism and its acceptance.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be very good to start the show off with, I think. So that'll be great. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are we ready for me to start letting in other people?
Sounds great. Sounds
All
good.
right. Sounds good.
Okay, we could start letting them in, I think.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
And hi from I guess you're in the Philippines, right? So hello.
I'm in the Philippines. Very
Yeah,
unique
he's all the way
situation I'm in.
across the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it was scary at first, but I'm starting to
Oh,
get
the
used to it.
connection. Yeah. Can you hear him, Sullivan?
Yeah, he's coming through all right for me.
And so there might be some lag
Okay.
because
I couldn't hear
I'm
him.
on the other side of the world.
There's a little bit of lag. Hi, William. Good to see you. Welcome. We're just going to wait until some more people start coming in, until we got all of our participants before we get started, and then hopefully a few more people. We're going to wait for them to show up. But glad to have you here. And welcome to the show. This is going to be a great show.
It's different for sure, being online.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to make this happen, like online or regardless. So, yeah. And even, yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Is there a way to show the trailer like on YouTube if I give you a link or like a file or something?
When it comes to your turn, I will try to give you permission to share your screen, William.
Okay. And the trailer and the clips of, no, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, just to help him out, Sullivan, he's going to be in slot number 5 at the end. Like, and there might be, possibly it might be one other person after him, but he wants to show something off of YouTube, a trailer.
Okay, so William, at the bottom of your screen, William, do you see a share button?
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You can see a share button, William?
Allison, Howard, Sullivan, you can hear me?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I just got up here.
I didn't actually turn on my camera yet. I just turned on my audio because I'm not officially set up for the visual yet. I mean, in terms of my setup, but I will turn that on in a moment. It's Jeremy, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi. I just need to move the
Jeremy.
keyboard out, so the piano keyboard.
I'm going to start my video and see where I'm at here. Okay.
Oops.
All right, so we're going to wait a little bit more until everybody's all set and everything. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
Oops.
Yeah, we're experiencing a little bit of lag right now.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna, hopefully it'll settle down.
Okay.
Hi, Allison.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that's good.
Okay, so we're just gonna give it a little bit more time until we have all of our participants in here. And hopefully some more people watching. So yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit more. How many participants? I think we're still missing like one more participant. I think we're waiting for Harper to show up. And she's like number 2. So let's see, we're still waiting for, somebody's trying to connect, it looks like. So we're just gonna see if Harper shows up there. Let me see if that's her. I can't tell.
I think she's.
So anyway, what you guys can expect is I'm gonna introduce everyone briefly, but you'll have a chance to introduce yourselves. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that's Christine. Hello? Is that you, Christine? She's not a participant. She's a friend. Okay, I think she's okay. I see Harper now. Okay, cool. At least I saw her for a second. Okay, yeah, there she's there. All right, great. I think we just about got everyone in here now. So.
Can you see me?
So what? Who's speaking? Hi, Harper. Hi, hi, Jeremy. Yeah, I see you now. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, because I just turned on the camera now. At first, it was only the audio, but because I wasn't fully set up in my space yet. But that was then. This is now, pretty much. You might have heard some, I don't know, some grunting and.
Okay. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's
Allison. Oh, you're back.
So I'm hoping, Sullivan, do you hear any lag? Do you hear any lag going on? Yeah, is there some lag?
From Allison, I am getting a little bit of lag. I am seeing and hearing everyone else. Oh, there you go. Admit that person. So just logistically really fast, I have a lot of you on mute, and during everyone's presentations, we're going to keep ourselves on mute just so we don't get any feedback, don't have any kind of weird interruptions, so everybody gets their time. You can, however, use the chat to kind of express any thoughts, or there's depending on what medium you're on, there might be some reactions you can do. There's like a clap and like a thumbs up. So totally make use of that during the presentations. And then afterwards, I think Allison said we would have a few minutes to kind of talk about it and share our thoughts and that kind of thing. But logistically, that's kind of how it'll work. And I'm going to pass it back to Allison now. No worries, William.
Oh, maybe that'll do it. Okay. Oh.
Someone else.
I was trying to invite a few more people too.
Oh,
but
perfect. I'll make sure to let them in.
Thank you, Paul Sullivan. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Christina. We can see you waving, but you are on mute. If you want to say anything, here, I'll just unmute you really fast.
Who?
Christina.
Hi.
Okay, I'll let Allison talk or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, what we can expect is I'm gonna briefly do intros for all of you, but then you guys are gonna have a chance to introduce yourselves and then tell us what you're gonna do right before you perform. First, we're gonna have Victor go first, and he's gonna do a speech, a short presentation about Autism Acceptance Month and about wellness. And so that's Victor right there. And so after Victor is through, then we're gonna start the list, the performance list. Slot number 1 is gonna be Howard Hamburger. He's gonna perform on classical piano today. So he's gonna be doing most likely a 20-minute performance with the classical piano. After him, we're gonna have Harper performing a rock set on the harp. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. After she's done, we're gonna have, she's slot number 2, by the way. We're gonna have slot number 3, which is Alex Cervantes. Alex, you're gonna be singing a couple of original songs for us today with some tracks. So that's gonna be pretty cool. He's a new member. I believe, 18 years old. So it's good to have you here. We're very happy to have you. Slot number 4, we're going to have Jeremy on the keyboard. He's going to sing and perform on the keyboard some original songs. So we're very happy to have that. And then after him, we're going to have slot number 5 with William. William is going to show us a presentation, a trailer on YouTube for a documentary. So he's going to screen share that with us. And after that, if there's anyone else that wants to share anything, you'll let us know. And then after that, I will do a short speech and a performance myself, and we'll wrap it up. So that's what you can expect, okay? All right, everyone. Cool, got it? Okay, Sullivan, you might still need to help William with the screen sharing once it gets
yes.
to his turn.
I will message you, William.
Okay,
Privately. There's
anyway, yeah. Okay, yeah, just chat with him privately and we'll get that set up. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started now, like with the basic intro speech and welcome, welcome everybody to our very first virtual Autism Acceptance Month talent show for Los Angeles Neurodiversity. My name is Allison Warren. I am the assistant organizer. I'm one of the assistant organizers because we have many. I'm really excited to be hosting this for you all today. Really happy and really excited that I can do this as a way to replace the event that we lost this month, which was the Chalk Festival, which had all the performances last year, and just as a way to maybe get something started, you know, for this group to celebrate. Maybe we could even celebrate Autism Month every month. We'll see how that goes. You know, if it's popular enough, we could possibly make it into a monthly thing. So we'll see if we can make it into a series or not, depending on how much everybody likes it. If any performer wants to promote themselves, like in the chat, you're free to promote yourself in the chat or in the comment section of the event page. So please feel free to do that, to promote yourself, and you're welcome to ask for donations too. Anything you want to do to promote yourself, please feel free, okay? So just letting you know that. So yeah, I'd like to dedicate this talent show to Los Angeles Neurodiversity. I'd also like to dedicate it to Ro, who could not make it today due to a family emergency, you know, just in the spirit that he had from last year's, you know, Autism Rock speech, basically. And we've been doing that ending for pretty much every single meetup, and just that awesome spirit, you know, of like raising ourselves up, because autism really rocks, you know. It's a superpower, just like he said in his speech last year. Autism is not a disorder, it's a gift, you know. And I want this show to highlight all of the awesomeness that each and every one of us has, you know, inside of us, for being on the autism spectrum and for those who support them, you know. I really want this to highlight that, just like the Chalk Festival did last year, you know, about how much of a superpower and an amazing gift it really is, you know. So yeah, like autism rocks, and like I dedicate that to each and every one of you, you know. You rock, and we're gonna rock this thing, and we're gonna smash this pandemic to hell, guys. All right, so let's do it, okay? All right, so go ahead, Victor. We're gonna go ahead and let you start, okay?
Hi, thanks, Allison. First of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity and being, you know, part of the LAND group, even though I'm not from the Los Angeles area. I'm from Vancouver, and right now I'm in the Philippines. I'm stuck here, but starting to adapt now. But I visited Los Angeles many times, and I was very fortunate to meet you and Rule and so on. I also want to Firstly, wish everyone a happy Autism Acceptance Month. You know, like Allison suggested, we should celebrate this on a monthly basis rather than a yearly basis. So we should celebrate ourselves and accept ourselves, and this way other people will accept us as well. I have a unique perspective. I'm a little bit older than most of you. You know, Alex is a new adult, at least legal adult, and but I'm almost 50. So my perspective is a little different than is more traditional than the others. But you know, I think that perception. I'll just get into my speech. I think that the perception of ourselves is really, really important because this will come out in how other people accept us. My assumptions, not only because of my age and my more traditional experience, is based on not having conflict with neurotypicals, but rather collaboration and trying to help them become more aware and understanding of us and the struggles that we go through, you know, on a daily basis, monthly, yearly basis, and so on. One of the ways that you can do this is through journaling, and I've done this for 30+ years. And two aspects of that journaling is based on having very positive entries, and this changes your mindset, moves your actions forward, and a whole bunch of other highly effective things. The other part of that is the aspect of having control over your executive functioning and trying to create focus in how you do things, how you organize yourself, and so on. So journal entries can be used to set goals. They can be used to focus on bigger goals. Can be used to create timetables. You know, we have a 168-hour week. There's a lot of time there that can be used to improve yourself and to focus your executive functioning. All these hours it can be set in a timetable, and you can use that timetable to create habits for yourself. And these habits, of course, become routine. And as they become routine, they become more and more effective. One of the books that changed my viewpoint in this, and they call it a paradigm shift. And the book is by Stephen Covey. It's called First Things First, and it's a book about prioritization. He followed up that book with a book on 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I really could relate to that book. These are a couple of books that I suggest that you at least look at. There's a whole bunch of other books that have the same kind of idea, so maybe perhaps you have read some of these, or if you find these kind of books, you can read these as well. Okay, so this is kind of a source of inspiration, way to try to help you to organize your life in a way that you can make yourself more effective over time, and you'll see the results as they occur. Okay, so goals, timetables, using your time wisely. I know that a lot of us, I'm going to use a pandemic theme here because you know, we're all affected by this. Firstly, the pandemic is to me, it seems like a once-in-a-lifetime event. I know that we're all affected deeply. My parents were born at a time just shortly after the World War II, and I consider that as the last uniquely huge crises. And now this is the next one. Unfortunately, my parents are experiencing the end of their lifetime, but they have experienced it. And for my generation and my kids' generation, they're experiencing this pandemic as part of their lifetime crises. But how you view this lifetime crisis is so super important, and that's why I keep on emphasizing the positivity in terms of your internal messaging, because it helps you to get through these kind of crises. And if you can get through this humongous crises that we're going through now, then you're going to be able to get through anything pretty much. Okay, so take this as an opportunity to build resilience for yourself. Okay, to build up your strength. We have lots of time now, so we can use that time effectively. Some of you guys are using it for your talents. That's awesome. I don't really have an entertainment focused talent, but I'm going to try to use some of that today. So part of my speech is a story, and I'm previewing now, I guess. There's a story about an alter ego, and I'm going to go into that later. So back to self-improvement. So the ways that I have self-improved my mindset and well-being is that I take a safety approach first, safety first. And the safety approach allows you to build a net for yourself, okay? And that can analogously catch yourself if you fail, if something happens, and you will fail. That's for certain. And this net includes a number of things for myself. And I should say that this is not advice, but it's just my own story, okay? For myself, I have developed self-defense skills, okay? When I was younger. I gravitate to areas of low crime. I'm very picky in terms of choosing the people I associate with. So trust is a very important factor. And if you can find these things, or I have found these things, and they have helped me tremendously. So I'm not concerned as much about going out into the public. Okay, I know that we all have social challenges, and but there's really no way to develop your social skills but to get out there and do it, right? To go out to the coffee shop, to just listen to conversations. I mean, live conversations, not watching it on Netflix or something like that. And then slowly, gradually participating, you know. This week, I'm going to introduce myself to someone new. Next week, I'm gonna break the ice with other people. I personally have a goal of interacting with at least 20 people every week. And I guess this is a great way. I'm interacting with 9 people, so that's half my goal met right there. But in any case, if you can give yourself goals, give yourself a safety net, you can start to inch up and meet those goals, okay? And you put them in your journal, you use those entries, you can evaluate those entries over time, see some patterns, see where your weaknesses are, see what you can fix, what you can improve, and continually work on your mindset. So the positive things about this pandemic is an opportunity for us to experience worst case scenario, that there probably will not be anything worse than this in our lifetime. And it's only started, of course. It could progress to worse things, but I won't touch upon that here. So this is an opportunity for us to build our resilience, use the time effectively to improve ourselves, to set a plan to meet our goals, and to maybe progress into past the crisis into a better world for ourselves. Okay, so a couple of things that I've noticed that has been on the positive side is one is we have more time for ourselves. So if you can get yourself off Netflix, get yourself off useless social media use or whatever is wasting your time, try to use that to build your knowledge, learn a new language, or set a plan for yourself or whatever. Each is to their own, so you have to decide that for yourself. The other thing I noticed is that when I do go out on the streets, I notice that the air is super clean. You know, there's no cars out there. There's hardly any traffic. Factories are not working, and you go out there and it's like I smell less pollution. There's virtually no smog. You guys are in Los Angeles, so and I've been there, and sometimes on a sunny day I can't see downtown buildings, so it's like that's that's not a good thing. But maybe right now there's cleaner air. Maybe one of you guys can confirm that for me. I know in Vancouver that's the case there. So there's also more space. Okay, so for except for in our apartments, I guess if you're sheltering in an apartment, small apartment, then there might be less space. But it seems to be generally more space. I know that we've been asked to socially distance ourselves, and I found this to be awesome because I know for myself, it's so easy to socially distance, natural, right? And I have no problem sheltering in for a long time and not interacting with anybody and so on. So it's like, okay, I'll socially distance, no problem. You want me to keep a couple of meters away from you? No problem, I can do that easily. So that's one aspect of what's happening now that's highly that we can adapt to really easily. So there's a lot of positives coming out of this, and if you can look at it positively, you'll be able to get through it easier. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the entertainment part of my speech. Okay, so as an adolescent, it was a very dark time for me, and some of you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Victor.
Continue?
Yeah, just wrap it up. Right. Yeah, it's almost time to, But thank you so much, Victor. Yes.
Okay.
For sharing everything, all these amazing tips. Yes. Yeah, it's
I still have
really a lot of awesome tips.
Should I continue, or did I use up all my time?
It's yeah, you've it's about time to wrap it up, but we appreciate you did a great job. We love all the tips.
Sure.
Yeah, so just if you want to do a quick wrap up,
I'll wrap
time
up
to.
then. Okay, I apologize for not being as prepared. I didn't practice in my speech. So I won't be able to get through my my entertainment aspect, but in summary, it's I use an alter ego in a fantasy world to get myself to socialize more by visualizing going out to coffee shops and participating more in social situations as traveling through a portal, which I call the giant rift. And everyone can use their own coping mechanisms, and you develop your own. However you do it, so just do it and start developing your social skills. So social skills is what I always want to emphasize, because this is the foundation of finding jobs, of having friends, getting support, and so on. And the other aspect that I always emphasize is nutrition. Nutrition helps you build your brain, helps you improve your strength, and also improves other areas of your mental fitness. So when we get out of this, hopefully you can use some of these tips to help yourself and move forward from this pandemic in a way that you'll be stronger, more resilient, less fragile, and so on. So I just wanted to also end saying that I tweet daily at KVTOH. That's my Twitter handle. And I'm trying to start a YouTube channel on my wellness journey. So if you're interested, just look it up. It's Victor Cato, T-O-H. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to my speech, and I look forward to watching your performances.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you
I'm
so
finished.
much, Victor.
You're
All right,
welcome.
we're going to go ahead and move on to Howard now. I really appreciate it. And you want to promote, go ahead and promote. And we love you. We loved your speech. So,
Thank you.
all right, let's take it away, Howard. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. I'm Howard Hamburger. I live in the LA area. I mean, I don't think everybody here lives in LA. I'm sorry. I just used to introducing myself that way.
Yeah.
I've been playing piano since the age of 9. I had 9 years of lessons, and then I sort of self-taught myself a lot of the Chopin waltzes. And this is one that I don't know if I think I did self-teach me this one. My piano teacher got me started on a couple of them, and I just continued to learn them on my own. So this one I sort of like a lot, and I thought I would play it for you. After that, if anyone's interested in seeing what I'm doing with my painting, I'd love to show you a couple of my paintings and the one I'm working on, get some feedback on it. But we'll see how much time I have after I play this. So this specific waltz is, if you know anything about music, it's Opus 70, number 3, and it's played posthumous, meaning that it was published after his death. Sorry, I don't know which one is, yeah, death with TH. All right, let me get started with it. I'm a little nervous, so if I make mistakes, you'll understand why. I'll try my best to. Okay. Can everybody hear okay? We're all good? Okay.
Hard hamburger. You just gotta put it out around. Yeah, where's the go.
That's that piece. I guess I'll just show you my artwork. I do have time, don't I? A little bit. I'm just sort of. This is the current painting that I'm working on right now. Let's see if I can get it all to the frame. Everybody see that? That's good there. So these people are square dancing. It's one of my hobbies that I do a lot for the past, gosh, it's been almost over 20 years now. This is a class that I used to go to on Tuesday nights. I just did a video of it and then I captured a video screen, and this is the result. It's not completely finished yet, but it's almost there. This is a picture of a friend that I really like a lot. It's a portrait of him. So that one's, the numbers at the top are numerological, his numerology and his Gemini sign. Over here at the Gemini sign, and these are numerological numbers in his cards and stuff. And last one is this one I did in an art class in the summer of 2018, which came out really nicely, and it was actually exhibited at the school. A lot of people seem to like this one too. I got a little bit of help from the teacher, so there are a few things that I really didn't do completely on my own, but I sort of brushed them up. This is a nice painting too. I think that's everything for me.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Howard. That's beautiful. That musical piece and those paintings, those are really gorgeous. So thank you so much for sharing. We love it. So thank you so much. And it's awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right, so who's coming up next? We're a little bit early, but that's okay. We can go ahead and move on to the next guest now. So,
Hi. Hi, before I sing, I'm Alex, and before I sing these two songs, which are
us. Hey, Alex, so I'm sorry, it's actually Harper's turn right now.
Oh, I thought.
And then you'll be going after her.
Oh,
hey, yeah.
It's okay.
Let me get set up. Give me just a sec to set up my mic. I mean, well, my mic, my phone. Praying for at least semi-decent sound. up my tripod.
But yes, please feel free to share in the chat your thoughts about everyone's performance.
All right. All right, here we go.
Okay. Would you like, okay, are you ready now? Okay.
All right, let's hope the sound quality is not too shitty. All right. Hey guys. So I'm gonna perform you some songs. This one is, I think, this one is called Addicts. You can hear me okay? Can you make it go away? wanna reunite. Since I gave myself to you, I wanna reunite, 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 reunite. All right, so that was an original song. Like pretty much all the songs I'm playing tonight. Thanks, grab some water. So I hope you guys heard it okay. I can't see my screen because it's on tripod. So I'll just take you guys' word that you heard it, and that it was awesome. And this is another song I wrote, and it's called Arson Song, for reasons that will become clear. The fire is coming to your house tonight. You know it's right. It's too late for lies, 'cause you are gone to me, but now I'm gone to me. Fire in the hallway, making its way up to your room. Waiting for the pills to take. I know exactly where you live. I know exactly who you are. Fire in the hallway, making its way onto your room. When you wake up, and you'll say you don't know exactly who I am. Waiting for the pills to take. Destroy everything that we can make. Burning the fire. You will not get too close to it. Light the fire is coming to your house tonight. You know it's right. It's too late for lies, 'cause you were gone to me, but now I'm going to make her ask. Cancer on your face, red to the flesh burns, backing up straight up to the bone. Now the love you to learn, you took the best away from me. I'll take the best away from you. Red to the flesh burns, backing up straight down to the bone. As I try out, it's your turn to feel the take away. I'm to give all what I could never earn. Burning the fire, you will not get too close to it. Light the fire is coming into your house tonight. You know it's right. It's too late for lies, 'cause you won't go to me, but now I'm going to meet him. Fire in the hallway, it's the way to your room. Waiting for the pills to take. I know exactly where you live. I know exactly who you are. Fire in the hallway, making its way out to your room. When you wake up, and you say you know exactly who I am. That you wanna see your seven shades of red. I'll say you're dead. 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 So that was Arson Song, guys. this next song is about getting fucking famous. It's called Girl on TV. It's just that now I found a better way. After all these years, I'm still in love with you and curse. After all these years, I'm still waiting for that day when it that would make the girls on TV. That would make the girls on TV. That would but you would see me if I was on TV. And you would hear me if I was on the radio. Then you would love me if I was loved by you. Then you'd accept free tickets to my that I would make the girls on TV. That I would make the girls on TV. That I would make the girls on TV. Yeah, 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 yeah. That I would make the girls on TV. Yeah, 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 yeah. That would be your dream girl. That would be my dream girl. That would be everyone's dream girl. Yeah. If the tree falls in the forest, no surrounds. Does the trees falling make sounds? If I scream all day in your ear and you don't hear, then tell me to buy that would make the girls on TV. That would make the girls on TV. That would So that song was Girl on TV. Now this next song you're probably going to recognize from my demo. It's called Where's My Life? And it's on my SoundCloud right now. They got drums on it on my SoundCloud, but here's a special little acoustic performance for you. That is my life. I spent my time now, built my life avoiding having to face down there. And I'm broken love on the train tracks, so jumping off to tomorrow. It could just be tomorrow that I'll then be sad, kill off all my friends, and I say, where is my love? I've been so long without you. Where is my love? I'm sick of dying for you. Where is my love? These memories I can't erase. Where is my love? It's been years since I saw your face. And you spent your time and built your life avoiding looking deep into my soul. And do you stay away from your piano? 'Cause what writes your songs couldn't take you under. It might just make you wonder what it's like to be me. I lose control, and I say, where's my love? I've been so long without you. Where's my love? I'm sick of dying for you. Where's my love? These memories I can't erase. Where's my love? It's been years since I saw your We kill ourselves this way to stay alive just one more day. I kill myself if I let myself hunger for you like I do it. Lightning strikes and everything soars. No, I know it's wrong. I feel the sickness locked in me to let go spread the day you come in. All right. Can somebody unmute and tell me how much time I have? Because I think I have a little extra time, and I can't see you in the
Awesome,
chat.
Jeff.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Okay, Harper, we're out of time, but thank you so much for your amazing performance. So that was really beyond awesome. So please promote yourself if you can in the chat and in the comments section. Thank you so much for sharing your awesome music. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Alex now. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Alex.
Oh, my name is
so
Alex.
creative, yes.
My name is Alex, and I'll be presenting some art, but first I'll be performing two songs, Come As You Are by Nirvana and Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day. Hang on a sec. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend, as a known enemy. Take your time, hurry up, choice is yours, don't be late. Take a rest, as a friend, as an old enemy. Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Come, doesn't mind, soaked in bleach, as I want you to be, as a trend, as a friend, as an old enemy. Memory, memory, memory. Well, I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Well, I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. Gun. Memory. memory. But before I start my next song, you don't mind if I present some art I've made? Well, I'll be right back. I'll just get my art stuff quickly. The first painting you're about to see is based on a singer of a band known as Rage Against the Machine. This is Zach de la Rocha, singer of Rage Against the Machine. Fun fact, the art style is inspired by another artist known as Kinu Nishimura. Another artist that has inspired my own art style and my own drawings. And Rage Against the Machine has been a big influence on me since I was like 17 or 16. Their songs have very true meanings that are very social. And they're kind of an inspiration in my art. And here I'm going to show the next art piece right now. Right here is a painting of Terry Bogard from the game known as King of Fighters. It is a fighting game that is made by a company known as SNK. And right here is a stage based on a crossover game known as Capcom versus SNK 2. Terry Bogard is a favorite character of mine. That's all I have to say. And yeah, all I have right now. All I have to show right now. So thank you for your time on this one.
All right, thank you so much, very much for sharing, Alex. We're very, very pleased to have you on here and part of our group, and we hope you'll be able to join us for other groups in the meetup online.
Maybe.
Thank you so much. Is that all you have to share?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Alex. We're very glad to have you, and we hope you'll continue to participate in Los Angeles Neurodiversity.
Thank you.
So awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to the next person. Jeremy, you're up next.
Thank you very much. By the way, I wanted to record my portion, but it's saying I need to request permission from you, Allison. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Allison, I think you muted yourself.
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Let me see here. You might have to ask Sullivan if she can. Yeah, Sullivan is recording it.
Oh, she's been
recording it the whole time, actually.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, is there a way I'm glad that the whole thing's being recorded.
Yeah, she's already. Yeah.
Seek permission to record my bit so I can send it out to people. Is that okay with everybody, or? Yes, we will sort.
We will.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very, very nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll figure out a way to send it to you. Yeah.
Maybe I can find a way to send you something in return, you know. So, okay. Well, all right.
Awesome.
Thank you. I've got some. Am I seen and heard as well?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, because I don't see myself right now.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't have to matter. I mean, that's as long as
We
everyone
can.
else. Okay, great. Well, okay.
I can see you.
Great, great. My
But yeah.
name is Jeremy Evans.
Anybody who's interested in messages on Meetup, message me or Sullivan on Meetup. Anyone's interested in their recording of themselves, you can do that. But Sullivan's the one that's got the recording, so probably message her first. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Fair enough, fair enough. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'm grateful to all of you, and I have given my comments and meant as compliments to everyone else who has performed. Okay, and I'm very impressed, very impressed. So my name is Jeremy Ebenstein. I am an actor as well as a singer-songwriter. I play keyboard, and I am an Aspie. So I'm on the spectrum with everyone participating today and probably many more people. I'm honored to share my abilities with you today. Hopefully you like them. So first I think I'll play a cover song by a group called the Lawrence Jones Band. They're in the rock blues genre. And I think in some ways, I mean, it's about a man, I guess, singing to a woman, and there's something going on with their relationship. You know, some assurance that everything is going to be all right, which is the name of that song. And by the way, in a way, we can kind of apply this to the coronavirus epidemic, because the name Corona can also be given to a woman, and maybe we can sort of love her away. We try to love her away. So, I'll test the volume first to make sure I'm coming through all right. Everything will be all right. Could you hear my voice and the piano equally? Okay, from Sheila to everyone, yes. From Sullivan, okay. Sounds good. Well, that's two. I hope for the rest of you. Okay. Here we go. You got me losing all my money. You got me going out of my mind. Yeah, I think of you in the morning. You got me going out of my mind. I know it's hard, but it's the best I can do. Now I'm doing this for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Everything will be all right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We'll do it through the morning light. I've been hurt, I've been in trouble. I've been down on my luck. Then you come into my life. You got me out of my rut. I know it's hard, but it's the best I can do. And now I'm doing this for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Everything will be alright. We'll do it till the morning light. Yeah, everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. We're gonna do it till the morning light. Alright, alright, alright. There you go. So yeah, I mean, you know, we can think about her. Oh, hey, thanks, Amano. Thank you very much. Oh, Victor agrees with me. Yeah, you're right. And you know, it's true. We, you know, think about her in the morning, noon, and night. Think about Miss Corona, and while she's sort of, you know, locked us up, locked us down. Again, we've got all this time, and people like you all and me, we've been getting better at doing things. I'm feeling more comfortable using Zoom and FaceTime, and I've been, you know, I've actually got the skill better, which could help my career even when I am going out in the public and meeting people. I mean, come on, thank you, Corona. Now go away, you know. Okay, so here's a song that I wrote. By the way, I've got a musical called Pain in My Asperger's, which I hope to perform again in person live. At some point, I'll be performing it on here on social media chat rooms, if need be. But I've got a concert coming up on May 3rd where I'll be playing songs from Pain in My Asperger's and others. So this is the opening song to my musical of my life story. It's called Language of Love. Come on, everybody, gather around and follow me. We're celebrating with every bird and bee. All of my friends here singing the language of love. We'll get this party rolling, we're serving potions mighty fine. Check your worries at the door, don't decline. No need to be ashamed with this language of love. We're in it together, singing the language of love. Magenta lights are flashing, music is blaring so loud. We dance so full of soul, we should feel so proud. No need to be ashamed, sing that sweet language of love. Parliament's friends sing the also sweet language of love. Magenta lights are flashing, losers are outside, wanna turn up. Smiles to frowns, but whatever they do, they'll never get through or bring us down. No need to be ashamed with the language of love. We're in it together, singing the sweet language of love. I wrote that song. And so I don't know if you noticed, but I'm very old school. You know, that first song, it's new, but, oh, hello. Hey, I'm out of There's someone else in the room with you. Hey, hi. Surprise. Hey, is there someone else? I love it. Thank you. Hi, thank you. Oh, thank you. So that first song is very recent, but that's an old school style rock and blues song that just came. Thank you, William. It came out recently. I write new songs in the old school. Now this next song is a cover, but it's a rockabilly style that's very old school. It only came out like 10, 11 years ago by the Tom Stormy Trio, and featuring a female lead singer. Sorry, Miss, if you're out there, sorry I forgot your name, but I'll look it up later. It's called Rockabilly Rhythm. Well, there's a brand new sound going round. You can hear it on any old town. Man on keyboard with a heavy bass starts jumping all over this place. Well, it's a rockabilly rhythm, and it's really gone. You can hear it tomorrow if it lasts that long. Well, it started with Elvis a long time ago. Then it went to Chuck and Carl, and so everyone picked up on the crazy beat. You can see no one could hold their feet. It's a rockabilly rhythm, and it's really hip. You can hear it tomorrow. You don't have to keep a step. Rock, 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 rock-a-doodle. Rock, 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 rock-a-doodle. Rock, rock, rock-a-doodle. Rock, rock, rock-a-doodle. You're gonna be jumping even if you don't know the step. Third verse, same as the first. Brand new sound going round. You can hear it now in the town. And a keyboard with a heavy bass starts jumping all over this place when it's a rockabilly rhythm, then it's really gone. It'll be going on tomorrow if it lasts that long. But there's a guy on keyboard with a heavy bass. You're gonna be jumping if you don't keep the pace. Everyone picked up on the crazy beat. No one's gonna be holding their feet. It's a rockabilly rhythm, then it's really hip. You're gonna be jumping even if you don't know the step. Well, rock, 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 rock-a-doodle. Rock, 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 rock-a-doodle. Rock, rock, rock-a-doodle. Rock, rock, rock-a-doodle. It's a brand new sound and it's gonna be going on. Thank you. Now, I got to admit, I had a little bit of difficulty with that one. I just started learning it, but it's going to be much sharper on May 3rd. All right. Let's see. How much time do I still have? Yeah, do I still have time? Thank you, William. Thank you again. Could someone let me know how much time I have still? Anybody? Well, okay, I guess I'll just keep going then. Okay. Now, I wrote this song about not hiding anymore. Even, you know, sure, we may be in lockdown, but we can still get out, take walks, do our exercises. We just got to keep 6 feet apart, which I look forward to not, about 7 more minutes. Thank you, Sullivan. We just need to make sure that we're not keeping ourselves completely off the grid, you know, and like this, we're inside, but we're getting out. And, you know, even I've had trouble with that before. Well, of course, but there are different ways to have trouble with getting out and feeling like you're able to get out in the world. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. I'm sorry, what was the name of the first person who, the man who spoke, who didn't get to play his music, but hopefully we can hear that soon. Well, to use Victor, I think it was Victor. Yeah, you know, it can be easy to stay at home no matter what and just hide, but we all need to get out of our comfort zones. At least that's how I feel about it. And this song is very much about that, which it's also from my musical Pain in My Asperger's. Sitting in the hot sun, wearing clothes made of gold, doing nothing to move around. Sweat coming out of every pore, stinging you in the eyes. It's as if you're totally bound. Don't you know what you must do? Or are you just afraid to evolve? You're in a comfort zone of shame and despair, afraid of breathing new air. Open your eyes and ears to new horizons and go there. Moving oh so fast, it slows you way down. Never noticing all the beauty around. Painting with black and pure black, and white and pure white. Forgetting the nice gray middle ground. Don't you know what you must do? Are you just afraid to evolve? You're in a comfort zone of shame and despair, afraid of breathing new air. Open your eyes and ears to new horizons and go there. Realize the change is not immediate. It won't happen overnight. Take time to enjoy the journey. The process is nice, even when not. Go there, tap into your inner power and trust yourself. Shine that light in front of you, put one foot in front of the other, and go there. Go there. Thank you. Thank you. Now, do I have a couple more minutes or have I used up the time? Someone please let me know. Let's see here. I'll just fiddle on the keyboard for a second. Well, oh, 3 minutes. Okay, good. Well, let's see. I think we're going to close out with part of the Beatle cover. It's a medley, but it was always a medley, and it's from the Abbey Road album. The Beatles are a heavy influence on me. I finally saw Paul McCartney late last year, earlier this year. I forgot because I was so excited. It was wonderful. So. Closing out with more message of love. Love you, 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 me too. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, really, 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 really love you. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Ooh, yeah. Thanks, Victor. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. I hope. And thank you very much. I'm performing a full concert, 30 or 40 minutes on Zoom, May 3rd. I asked my sweet mother, because she's a little more versed in stuff like this to me with using Zoom, to put the message out about which link that is for. And she and I are doing an Aspie chat room interactive for people tomorrow night on Zoom, which I asked her to also forward to this group. If she doesn't get the message in time, we will send it to you, Allison, and perhaps then you can spread it. Maybe I can get everyone else's contact info as well. And so I may have come up a little short on time. I'm not sure, but Allison, Sullivan, whoever, I return the floor to you. Oh, wait, you'd love me to share what now? Wait a minute. We would love you to share. Yes, I'll spread the word. Oh, thank you, Allison. And oh, Victor, you sent me your email. Okay, great. Will this chat log be still available after this feed gets cut, after this stops? Or maybe I should just copy this now. I'll copy this now. Okay. Thank you to everyone who was here listening. And I love hearing you all. And I look forward to more of that in the future through this format or another chat room, or sooner than later, but better later than not.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Please in person, please in person. I want to hug everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Great job, great job. We loved it. By the way, I suggest don't share your promos in this chat because it's gonna disappear.
Oh, don't? Okay.
Either post it in the comment on the event page, or either on Meetup or Facebook, or
Okay.
yeah, send me private messages too, so that I'll
Sure.
have
Okay. Got it.
that contact, and then I'll be able to help promote you guys.
Thank you very much. By the way, I just clicked on save chat. I hope that was okay, and maybe that'll save it for me beyond having the actual chat, this actual broadcast going on. But trying to still learn
But
adapting.
it's probably
Oh, David Pencil.
yeah, it's probably better to send me a message. So anyway, all right. Up next we have okay.
I'll mute myself.
Up next we've got William C. He's gonna show us with some screen sharing. He's gonna show us a trailer for an original documentary that he's made.
Oh, hello everyone.
So, if he's ready, we'll go ahead
I'm
and
ready.
start that.
I don't know how to like screen share. Okay. Whiteboard.
Hello, William.
Oh no. I don't know how this works. Oh, I don't know how this works. Oh wait.
Let's see if we can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait. I don't know. Oops. Wait a minute. Is this? I don't know. This is right or wrong. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see? Can you guys see the screen?
You're doing fine, William. You're good.
Okay. This is a trailer for my social capital documentary. It's called Social Gold in Good Springs. This is a trailer that's promoting my 40-minute documentary. It's about social gold in rural towns in the desert. It was my student project for my sociology class, and I basically interviewed a lot of like townspeople. And this movie includes a lot of great animation and special effects. If you guys see the trailer, this is my pitch to my documentary. And now after this trailer, I'll show you the reel of my special effects. I know the quality is pretty bad. No, it's good quality. It's a very special town. This year will be the 37th Good Springs reunion.
When I showed them a picture of the film on the roof, that really touched your heart.
That's where half the town got together. It was a lot of fun. So that's my documentary, and okay, guys, I want to see one of your comments, and there's no way to see the chat here. Wait a minute, no, this is my mistake, and oops, wait, I'm not done yet, wait, I'm not done yet, I'm sorry, I'm not done yet, guys. I think I made a mistake. And here's my special effects reel for my documentary. And it's mostly visual effects and Toon Boom Harmony, which is 2D animation. And here comes 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh no. Oops. Okay, just let me fix the problem. History of this small town, located 35 miles away from the busy metropolis of Las Vegas. Just trying to fix it. Okay, let me start over again. So this is my motion graphics map. I made it. History of this small town, located 35 miles away from the busy metropolis of Las Vegas, represents how part of the state of Nevada and the American West have changed over time. Springs area by taking the Santa Fe train to the town of Fenner, California. So those are the special effects. A miner by the name of Frank Williams recorded in his memoir that after arriving at Fenner, he took a stagecoach to Ransteray to Ivanpah, which is near Good Springs. Good was searching for a canyon where gold glittered all over. When his group arrived at the canyon, they found a glitter, but it was not all gold. The mine was full of fool's gold. Iron Pirate, the group made some mining claims. It is unknown if they proceed to mine any ore. In 1868, Joseph Good appears in a notation about a group of prospectors who were camping on the southern slopes of the Spring Mountains. Railroad to take the ores from the mines to the mill, and then from the town to the depot. Constructing the railroad to the mine was not an easy task because there was a steep rise up to the mine.
After dinner, we drove in moonlight to the Kent and Green Mountain mines. Wonderful production of lead and zinc.
I basically use Adobe Illustrator. To save the school, they developed a plan to increase the school's population of children from a nearby community. So that's my motion graphic right here, and I don't know how this thing works. And how does this thing? Oh no.
William, just use your computer the way you normally do. You're sharing your whole computer.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Just use your computer the way you normally do, and it'll all work.
I need to like go back. I need to go to my So that's my like special effects reel for my social capital documentary and my trailer. And I want to see one of your comments to tell you guys what you think of it. And I need to get back to like webcam or something. Oh wait, I can see the comments here. So Sarah, she said I want to see the special effects, but well, those are the special effects actually, hardware. And well, the special effects is like the line movement, like the line movement actually. Yes, the line movement. I just want, and any other comments here? That's like my documentary. If you guys want to see the trailer again, but so far the movie has a bunch of interviews from like people such as Steve Fleming and Julie Newberry. Steve Fleming, who is like a longtime resident of Good Springs, and Julie Newberry, who is actually kind of like the school teacher who has a lot of great knowledge about the town of Good Springs, since she has a big archive of photographs. If I submit this movie at the film festivals, you guys would enjoy watching it. I would like to submit this movie of my social capital documentary in the film festival someday. And basically, the movie took me about, I don't know, well, it began in spring of 2019. It ended in March of 2020. So it took me like several months to make that film. Probably it's because there's a lot of script writing and a lot of editing and the special effects and making 2D animation. And also, like, it was a lot of fun, like recording people, interviewing them. And then I basically included some like animations and photographs in order to get rid of the talking face in the documentary, so you guys will not get bored, to make it more interesting. And so far it was like a fun movie to edit, and I edited with Premiere, and I basically include a lot of pauses and like did Ken Burns effects. And I'm inspired by the Ken Burns movies on PBS since when I was a teenager or a kid, since my mom is a huge fan of documentaries, and basically she inspired me to become a documentary filmmaker. Also, I want to do fictional films, but actually I wanted to get a job for special effects and film editing actually. And so yeah, that's my social capital documentary of I mean, so that's my the trailer of my social gold in Good Springs and my special effect reel for the documentary. If you guys enjoy it, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, William. There was a bit of technical issues, but if you could just like share links in the comments for us, that would be great, and then we could watch them again if possible. And also send me a message too, so that I can share anything you'd like for us to share. Okay, we really enjoyed it, so thank you so very much for sharing with us. Thank you very much, William.
And we really technical issues.
Look forward to seeing more. One of the videos only had sound, I think. Yeah. But the first one was good. The first one came out good.
Thank you very much.
But thank you for sharing so very much your original thing with movies, and we'd love to see more. So please please promote yourself like in the comments and send me messages. And yes, and to me and Sullivan, and please post in the comments. So that would be awesome. Thank you so much, William. All right, so now we're starting to run into overtime. Is there anyone else on here who has anything that they'd like to share?
Hello.
Anybody else who wants to share anything? Yeah, we're running into overtime now. We that's the end of the list. We've reached the end of our list. So I'd like to give any more people here a chance to share something if they would like to. So
we got about 19 minutes left, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's about 19 minutes left in the show. We have a little bit of extra time. So, oh, hi, Albert. Okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Albert. Yeah, we were hoping to hear you share.
Hello.
Hi, Albert. Yeah, go ahead and share with us what you want to share.
I wanted to perform a song. I would like to perform a song by Justin Timberlake featuring Jay-Z, and the song is called "Suit and Tie." 1 second. I'll be on my suit and tie, suit and tie, suit and tie. I'll be on my suit and tie, suit and tie. Let me show you what to do, baby girl. I'll be on my suit and tie, suit, tie, suit, tie. I'll be on my suit, tie, suit, tie, suit. Let me show you what to do, babe. Let me show you what to do, babe. I can't wait to get you wonderful good looking. And going on so fine, just like you love it. And I'm so good, just can't enjoy it. It's so nice, it's so nice. Baby, we don't mind no watching. Hi, cause really close to my third something. She so when she does it, she's so good tonight. And it's always I got my suit and tie. I'll leave it up on the floor tonight. Hanging up things not too tonight. Cause let me show you what a good thing. Hope there's something black and white. Then you just sitting there just so right. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you what a good thing. Let me show you what a good thing. show you what a few things can find love. In the street of love, let me show you what a few things. Show you what a few things can find love. Hey, stop. Come here and get it, forget it. Oh, I'm so quick. Right on my coffee and a fatty. Oh, just forget it. It's all right. Oh, I'ma show you you can get it. I just can't just so close, something wish they had it. Oh, I'm killing another letter. I'm going to it. It's all right. Tonight. And as long as I got my suit and tie, won't leave it all from the floor tonight. And you come fix them too today. Let me show you what a few things. All dressed up in black and white, and you just sing that just alike. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you what a few things. Let me show you what a few things. Show you what a few things. You can find love. In the swing of love, let me show you what a few things. Show you what a few things we find love. Hey, get out this hero, all white paper white shirts, white shoes in the late shows. 3 times when it can release. Now sit back and everything and do. For the leads and success. Now we gotta come for the fence and the fence. And this is all about. And with this, the following is free. Really this. Fingers in the dress, fingers in the dress, trying to the face, but the makeup is seen. This is the season. Come to the festival with no reason. And things that ain't joke. All the things ain't joke. Everything for the best. I'll show you how to do this, young punk. No papers, can't strangers, get high, all Vegas. So the moment that it's because I love you. You can tell me I'm going to be a couple. Hey, look, I'll show you how to do this, young punk. As soon as I got my suit and tie, I'm leaving it off on the floor tonight. Come and get a piece of stupid. Let me show you what a few things. All dressed up in black and white, and you dress in like this alike. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you what a few things. Let me show you what a few things. Show you what a few things. It's all love. Let me show you what a few things. Show you what a few things. It's all love. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all for your time, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes, very much. Thank you so much for sharing, Albert. That was awesome.
My pleasure, Allison.
Awesome job. Awesome. Loving all this talent that we've seen today. So who wants to go next and try to like redo or something that was unfinished? Victor, you want to go and maybe give William a little bit more time?
Okay. All right, so I'll tell you about a coping mechanism that I used as a teenager. I played role-playing games when I was preteen, and basic rules, Dungeons and Dragons. That probably shows my age a little bit. But anyways, I use this as a coping mechanism, as a way to kind of role play myself into social situations. So I'll tell you the story of Gilsdorf and the giant rift. Gilsdorf was a natural explorer. He trekked over mountains and sailed over oceans. One day in his young adulthood, he discovered a lake with a silvery glow in the center of the depths. When he told others about how he saw this glow, they came and checked it out, and they did not see nothing. There were just rocks, a huge dead tree trunk in the center of the lake. This was confusing to him. He did not understand. One day, as the curious person that he was, he got the courage to go to the lake, swim down alone to get a closer look. As he breaststrokes downward with grace, he towards the glow, he starts to see that the silvery glow started to swirl and swirled around and grew larger and became like a maelstrom. And he quickly turned back out of fear. But the swirl sucks him down like a riptide towards the center. Now, Gilsdorf was a very proficient swimmer. He knew that he could not fight this current. So he went with the current, started swimming with the current in the hope that it'll drag him back up to the surface. This is the only way. He started going into the glow, and it transported him. And very confused, he knew that there was strange magic in this world, but very confused, he all of a sudden appeared at the ceiling of a small cave. He dropped with a thud, boom, on the stone floor. After a couple of minutes, he gathered his senses and said, "Oh, where am I? It's all dark." He cast one of the only spells that he has with his handy flaming middle finger. And he sees an exit from the cave that goes into a dark and stormy night. A lot happens, but fast forward, he has many trials and tribulations after months of exploring. And he discovers a shallow pool of holy water in a temple with the same glow that nobody else can see. And alone again, he sneaks into that large church, sits where the glow is brightest, and he somewhat expected, it swirls and the pool of water rises and engulfs him calmly. He then wakes up in bed, feeling refreshed and relieved to be back in the world. Somehow, he was transported back to his world in his bed. Weeks pass, and he thinks about this giant rift and the struggles that he experienced in that world. Despite his relief, he returns. He ventures out back to the lake, to that silvery glow. More adventures happen. He develops some passions and makes some new friends there. And despite the scary world that he finds what he needs, he finds a life partner, he starts a family, develops some income, and he starts meeting his goals. And he does return back to his world, but that new world in the rift is a much better world than it was before. At some point, you have to face your discomforts, like Jeremy mentioned, and it's very uncomfortable at first, but as you keep on doing it, it becomes more comfortable over time and over repetition. And this is kind of the story of how I did it anyway. So hopefully that is a story that can that some of you guys can relate and accommodate, and we can come out of this this pandemic and all of the anguish it causes us with a stronger attitude and more resilience and a better plan for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Victor. That was really good. That was really cool. Awesome. Awesome job. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Is there anyone else here that wants to share something before I go ahead and do my thing? Do we have anyone else that would like to share something? Okay, Sherry, would you like to share? Okay, a 2-minute film. All right. Do you know how to screen share? And it's okay if we go into a little bit of overtime here, because I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to share something today. Who wants to share?
Okay, yeah, let me pull this up. Thanks.
Sure, no problem.
So it's a short film that I made. It's a humorous short film that I made a couple of years ago, and it's gotten a couple of awards. I did it for a class, and I co-wrote it, produced it, and then I ended up directing it. So it's a futuristic comedy. I'm gonna pull it up and see if I can get it to actually share. All right, I'm gonna share the screen. All right. And sorry, there we go. Don't know if you can hear the sound though.
I don't hear it, but it does look great.
Well,
yeah, I don't hear sound.
Yeah, I think for some reason, I think it's because I use a Bluetooth speaker, and when I'm using Zoom, for some reason, I don't get any kind of sound. Let me try one more thing. I'm just going to change my audio setting on Zoom and see if that does it. Yeah, where is it? Sorry, let me stop the share. That might do it. If it doesn't, then if this doesn't work, then I'll just share the link so everyone can see it. Don't think it's working. Can you hear anything?
No, I still don't hear anything. It's
Okay.
got a good look though, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll share the link so you can see it, and if you like it, feel free to give it a like.
Wait, the link? Where can I get the link?
I'm gonna share it. There it goes. Just shared it. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Where did you share the link, Sherry?
Oh, I just shared it in chat.
Okay, we
Oh
don't
wait.
see
Oh,
it.
you know what? Sorry for it went privately. Let me do that again. There we go.
Also, I would suggest that you share this, post it in a comment as well in the event page.
Okay.
Because after this meetup is over, all the chat's going to disappear. So
Okay.
I would suggest you shoot everybody who's participated. I would suggest you also send me and Sullivan like your links, your info in a private message on Meetup, either Meetup or Facebook, so that we can have all of your info. And or you can post it in a comment on the event page too. You can do that as well if you want. So I would suggest that you do that.
Okay.
All right. So thank you for at least starting to share that with us, Sherry. I really wanted to see that, but I'll watch it later. So thank you so much.
Thank
you so very much for that. Looking forward to it. Awesome. So is there anyone else here? Okay, awesome, William. Yeah, I'll check that out too. Great, great. All right, so is there anyone else that has anything to share? Because if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my own thing that I want to share today. Plus I'm gonna sing an opera song.
I want to hear your music, Allison. I really do.
Sorry about my technical difficulties, Allison.
Yeah, I hope that you guys can hear me okay, because I've been having a lot of problems with my connection. Like earlier, I had to turn the Wi-Fi off. So do you guys hear me? Does everybody hear me? Okay, great. Okay,
I'm hearing you just great. Yeah, I hear you just great.
Okay, so I had to turn off the Wi-Fi because it was getting too spotty. All right, yeah. And yeah, I'd also like to kind of start promoting a little bit of something that I've been doing as well. Like I told Victor about it already. It's as some of you might have seen it. It was a meditation, because I'm trying to get into start getting into that sort of business, and it's meditation with light language. And light language is it's kind of like a form of energy healing, and it's similar to speaking in tongues and working with energy. It's similar, and I had a theory that this would work really well, especially for autistics and with healing, with energy healing purposes and that sort of thing. And I did a live video of that on the LA Neurodiversity page, although it kind of cut me off at the end. But if anyone's interested in learning about what light language is, you can read the description. In the description, I had talked all about it there. And you could also message me for more info as well. But for now, I'm just going to share a little speech that I didn't write this, just a short speech out of a really awesome book that I've been reading about autism. And then I'm going to sing an opera song for you. And if there's enough time, you guys can let me know if you want me to share any light language stuff as well. So to start off, I'm gonna read this speech, this very short speech to you guys, that I found very inspiring, and it very fits very much how I feel about things. Okay. It's called What If? Okay. What if suddenly the world could see another view? A vision that autism is a higher form of being, not a lower. That we in autism are blessed with spiritual abilities and possibilities that help us transcend the lower world trappings and to find our own truth, purpose, and way. What if, from our enlightenment, we can become teachers and leaders for our parents and others? Don't we already give to those we love endless opportunities to master unconditional love? What if there is truly a language of light that does not require words to be spoken? Who better to receive and transmit these holy thought forms than those of us who are uniquely wired for spiritual communications? What if we have all chosen to come here in this compromised vehicle to assist with the Earth and humanity's ascension process at the proper time, place, and way? What if we have the capacity to channel divine energy messages and meanings to a world trapped in darkness? What if we are earth angels here to serve and teach in ways that few of us yet understand and know? What if parents knew that they had been blessed with a healer soul waiting for its freedom? What if the awakening of autism required a critical mass of the world embracing us as God's great gift to them? What might happen if the seal of disapproval on autism was removed? What might happen if for just one day we could exist in an energy field devoid of negativity, hatred, and anger against the very form of our being? Better yet, what might happen if we were treated with great respect and honored as future teachers in the making? What if people started to actively support this process of freedom? Not freedom from our autism, but freedom from the negative thoughts and feelings projected towards autism and those of us who wear this label. What if being a person in autism was seen as exceptional, unique, a person capable of great wisdom, healing powers, and talents? Who dares to take this risk? Who can feel a core of truth in this vision? Who is willing to release old concepts of autism to help usher in the new autism truth? This is not a fantasy. This is a reality waiting to be created by those with the heart, vision, and soul to be pioneers for the new age of autism. It is the dawn that follows the night. Thanks, that's the end of that. This came from a really fantastic book, and I'll have to try to share it with you guys in comments later. I don't have it right in front of me, but it's a wonderful, wonderful book about autism and spirituality. Like written by a mother with a nonverbal daughter, and she who was like experienced a spiritual awakening. So yeah, amazing stuff that book is. I hope you enjoyed the short speech. All right, so now I'd like to share with you guys an opera song. I used to sing more opera. I did one last year, and I'm going to do it a cappella again for you guys. And this is by Andrea Bocelli. And I only know the Spanish version. It's Por ti volare. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Yeah, the speech. The title of the speech was just What If, I think. Yeah. And if anybody's interested, I could like share a copy of the speech as well. It just came out of the book. It's really like an intro at the beginning. Okay, so anyway, let me take a drink of water real quick. Oops, see if I can put my phone somewhere. So I don't have to keep holding it in my hand. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have this memorized anymore, so. Cuando vivo solo, sueño un horizonte falto de palabras. En la sombra y entre luces todo es negro para mi mirada. Si tú no estás junto a mí, aquí, tú en tu mundo se dorado del mío por un abismo. Oye, llámame, yo volaré a tu mundo lejano. Por ti volaré. Espera que llegaré. Mi fin del trayecto eres tú. Para vivirlo los dos por ti. Volaré por cielos y mares hasta tu amor. Abriendo los ojos por fin, contigo viviré. Sorry, my cat. Cuando estás lejana, sueño en horizonte alto de palabras. Y yo sé que siempre estás ahí, ahí. Una luna hecha para mí. Siempre iluminará para mí, por mí, por mí, por mí. Por ti volaré. Espera que llegaré a mi fin del trayecto eres tú. Contigo yo viviré por ti. Volaré por cielos y mares hasta tu amor. Abriendo los ojos por fin, contigo yo viviré por ti. Volaré por cielos y mares hasta tu amor. Abriendo los ojos por fin, contigo yo viviré por ti. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. So that's an opera song, just like what I shared. Thank you so much, everybody, that I shared last year. I kind of like what I shared last year. I did a similar opera song last year. This was Por ti volare by Andrea Bocelli. He also has an Italian version. This is the Spanish version. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm really glad you enjoyed that. Also, I was curious if anybody would, yeah, if anybody would like me to
chat like what opera it's from and stuff and like the name of the song.
It's not actually part of an opera. It's just an album. It's just a classical album by Andrea Bocelli. I think romantic Spanish version for the Spanish, but you can just look him up, and I think it's just part of an album. It's not really an opera per se. It's not part of an opera. It's just, yeah, it's in an album. So I think the one I did last year was part of an opera. I did like Nessun Dorma last year. And so I think that was definitely part of an opera, but not this one though. But anyway, I'm glad you guys all enjoyed that. Would anybody like to hear me do a little bit of a light language song or a light language like spoken? Is anybody interested in hearing me try that?
Before you perform that, there's another sound playing. My stomach is growling. I've got to.
Okay.
But you know, I loved what I heard from you, from everyone, and thank you for making me part of this. So not to be rude, but I need to get going. But let's all.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, let's all be in touch. You're the aria queen.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Yeah, anybody who's ready, who needs to leave, that's fine. Like, I'll share a little bit more for anyone else who wants me to. But if not, then I can go ahead and wrap things up. So, if anyone's interested in like the meditation thing, it's kind of a combination of, you know, sound, like sound. It's sound healing basically. But
you do sound healing?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a form of sound healing, and yeah, it's a pretty unique form, I think, and it's just like basically I come up with free flowing songs and free flowing language, and this language does not have a direct translation of cognitive. Does not have a cognitive translation. It's just simply flowing straight from the universe through me in order to transmit healing energies, like and these energies, they can do anything from like balancing your chakras and, you know, balancing all of your energy to you know, improving your DNA, even like just raising your vibration in general. So if anybody's interested, I could do a little bit of free flow light language for you guys as well. I could share that with you because I'm planning on making this into a future business. Yes, it's like a sound healing kind of meditation, except this is only with my voice. It's just purely, I'm not using any instruments to help me out. It's purely just my voice, and I do a combination of singing, speaking, and hand gestures, basically. So if anybody would like me to wrap it up with that, and you know, it's basically like saying a prayer for everybody. It's basically like a sound healing prayer, you know, to like raise everybody's vibration and just give them a really feel good feeling. Yeah. So who wants me to do that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So I can share that with you guys a little bit. And yeah, if anyone's interested in me like hosting another sound, light language sound healing meditation online in the future, just let me know after and let me know your thoughts. Yeah, okay guys, I'll go ahead and do that for you then. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, and anybody who's ready to leave, if you don't want to stick around, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and leave if anybody's ready to go. So I won't be offended at all. Okay, awesome. All right. So I'd just like to start this off kind of like a meditation and ask everybody to just kind of like breathe deeply for a moment. Breathe deeply and like slow down, slow your thoughts down, slow everything down, and make yourself open to receive. Bring yourself into a calm, beautiful place. Hopefully after all this music, everybody's going to be feeling pretty good anyway. So like just put yourself into a calm, meditative state right here in the present moment, right here and now, and just feel into your heart space. Feel into your heart space deeply. Just calmly take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. And also, if you would like, you can imagine that there's a bright healing bubble of white light surrounding your body coming down from above, and it will give you a protective barrier so that you're perfectly safe here in this space and no harm shall come to you at all. You're perfectly safe and perfectly loved. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and flow on into a light language transmission with song and spoken and gestures. So be ready to receive this, and if you feel any energies, if you need to drink water, I suggest drinking water after. Write down any thoughts you might have, anything. Just make sure you're feeling all right though. And if you're not feeling all right, it's perfectly okay to back out as well. It's as long as it feels good to you. Okay. I'm going to start off with some toning, and this can also be interactive. If anybody wants to join in with the toning, please feel free and get your body vibrating with me.
Veltale mokia matashimo tokoshia malake wanakameshinda hela makwatamie. Manahakana mono no shiamo korea manahakwala tali elemashimo takawai ne chite. Urtaliamo takahashimo takari no mawita la kila kanashimo kotisha mahavia takateshi. Washimo hukia la muheshimo tokoashi nakataliama akwatila kameshuatima faliama. Wataliamo shinaka haliamo ishama viltali kala kamati shunaka weama takiwasha. Kutila makike china makichawakati shamotu wishima tatkir kalamota shina kaweke machatila makawachi. Urtali mehisha makwata matisha velechi natala mokwata mata helda kame elti. Furtamoto si vilta mahali moyana kamashina kale wechona altira vi palchelo mokwicha. Hultali omotishina ka ashina tachina mokwita natikele likinikia la kamatikaka likinikotiskuatikina elsa valega machi. Feel the power and the energy, the healing. Bring that integrated inside of yourself. Feel the love and the peace, the harmony, everything. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Integrate all the beauty that you've seen today, all the passion, everything. Integrate and let it heal you. Let it be a part of your healing. Go ahead and start to wind down now. Breathe deeply. Integrate. Bring it all down. Breathe deeply. Drink water if you need to. Write down anything if you need to. Integrate these healing energies and make them a part of you and a part of your journey, and help yourself to heal. And make everything a part of your healing journey right now. All of the love and all of the light, all of that I channel down through myself, through universal source, infinite love, infinite being, to everybody here. Thank you. All right, guys. Appreciate so very much for you joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope everybody enjoyed this Talent Show. And I really, really, really hope that you all have got something amazing from this. And just always keep in mind, autism rocks. In the spirit of Raul, in the spirit of Los Angeles Neurodiversity, in the spirit of each and every one of us, we are amazing. You are amazing. We all have something amazing to give to the world, being exactly who we are, exactly the way we are, exactly as we are supposed to be right now. We are perfect, and we have these gifts to share with everybody through the gift of autism. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. If anybody wants to stick around and talk a little bit more about this show, about anything that they like, please feel free. You may unmute yourself and have a discussion if you wish, and I can stick around a little bit longer if you want to do that. So anybody let me know if you'd like to spend some time talking to each other. Okay. Or you can just go ahead and start leaving now, and we'll go ahead and end the meetup, the event. So let me know if anybody wants to stick around and have a little bit of discussions.
Sorry, my
and you can start talking. You can unmute.
Sorry, Allison.
Just let me know. Oh, hi, William. Are you going to go ahead and leave now? All right. Bye-bye, and thank you so very much for coming. And don't forget to share, everybody here who performed, please don't forget to share in the comments, send me a direct message, send one to Sullivan also. And we're going to do our best to take the recording that we have and chop it up and share it with everybody. We'll probably be sharing like some kind of Zoom link to share files. Probably something like that, or maybe Google Drive. It'll be something similar to that, and I can do that over Meetup if I don't have anybody's contact info. So we're gonna do that.
All right.
Well, if nobody wants to stick around and continue to discuss, then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up.
I'm gonna be heading out.
The
I
talent
left
show
my
and
contact and stuff info in the comments
So
to meet up.
just let me know if you guys are ready to go now. Oh, okay, great sharing.
Well, thank you,
Okay,
Allison,
yeah, you guys can
for,
share
organizing and
things in the
inviting
chat right
event.
now. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, you can just share things in the chat right now. Yeah, and go ahead and share those with each other. You can discuss in the chat as well. I'm so happy I got to share that with you all. I was like just kind of like, yep, not knowing what was going to come out. So I'm happy I was able to do that. And of course, feedback is much appreciated as well. And I'm hoping, yeah, awesome. Yes, Sarah Harper, your performance was beyond unique and amazing. And I'm so glad you shared with us today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not super, like
you're free. You can feel
Zoom yet.
free to
also
do a wrap up comments if you wish, Victor. If you like, you can give some wrap up comments.
Yeah, my
as well.
contact info is in the chat, Sophie.
Would you like to do that? Or you guys can just talk in the chat, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's nice to meet you guys. It was a nice event. It was good to get some social
I think my
contact with
sound is like
people in North America.
Weird.
Again, Allison and everyone else. And good luck to everyone. Be strong, all right?
My Bluetooth, it must have died on me. Okay, I can hear you now. Sorry about that.
Allison, you did it, girl. Look at what you pulled off tonight. Nice.
Wow, thank you so
Oh my
much.
God, all your work.
Yes, I'm so happy that
Are
this
you
was such
so
a good
happy?
experience.
Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
the turnout. You know, there were 17 people in here at one time.
Wow, that's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm
This
really,
is
really happy.
huge.
It is. I'm so happy. I'm so
Oh
happy.
my God,
I
you
really
pulled it
worked
all
hard
together.
to promote this and pull it together. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
I'm so happy you managed to get this together. Well done, girl.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
thank you so much, Lee.
Yeah, of course, babe. I'm thrilled.
Comments. Yeah, babe, it's awesome. I'm thrilled too. I'm really
I
thrilled.
know. And you're gonna do this next year? I mean, you think you're just gonna crank
Oh
them
no,
out?
I don't want to wait like a whole year. I'm hoping to make this like much more often than that. Maybe
I would.
let's see, maybe like I was thinking every other month, or if possible, once a month. Actually, but
Definitely,
maybe
especially during Corona. I mean, all
especially
these
during
guys are sitting
Corona. Yeah,
home.
yeah, like we're all staying at home anyway until this all ends. You know, like actually, I would love feedback if anybody wants me to pull this together for next month, or
Oh,
maybe I
you
could wait
should,
until.
Allison. You
Mhm.
should.
Yeah, I mean, I could pull this together for one from the end of May. Let me
Yeah.
know if you guys want to do it again the end of May. If you guys had more to share that you didn't get to share, or to spread the word around to
I think you
some
should. It
friends.
gives them everybody a release. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet it did. I really bet it did. Even the meditation for me was like an amazing release too, and
Yeah.
I hope that it really benefited everyone as well.
Well, I think you're going to get a lot of positive feedback if you try to do this every month, because we're all in the Corona nightmare, and I think the release would really do the community good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So feedback is definitely appreciated, like from everybody. Maybe we'll do a poll. Maybe we'll do a poll to see how many people thinks that once a month, doing this once a month would be a good idea.
Well, me and
if you guys
Sheila
want
were
me
the
to like
audience, and we loved it.
another good one. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
We were the cheerleaders.
Yeah. Yeah, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy to hear that. And also, like, let me know your thoughts if you guys want me to do another Facebook Live on LA Neurodiversity page with another meditation. It'll be just like the one I did just now.
I think Sherry's a big fan of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Sherry B said something while you were in the middle of meditating. She had a chat moment, and she was just like, she really liked it, and she's gone to your previous ones.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Because I'm thinking about maybe doing that one once a month too, especially during this time, to help people out,
You should. You've got the time, and you know how to put it on the Facebook. We talked about promoting it before. I really think you should go for it.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we sure did. Yeah, I'm thinking about going for it too. If I feel like I can like keep it up, and if everybody's like really in favor of this, like doing both the talent show and my meditation like once a month, just let me know.
Well, now would be the time.
Make it
Once
happen.
you get back to regular life, you're not going to have the time for this, babe.
Yeah, like once we get back to regular life, yeah, it'll probably have to be a little less often. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but maybe I can still do it for May. Maybe I can pull it off again for May. We'll see. I'm gonna try to do that.
I'll be here as an audience member. Show her Sheila, because I'll drag her ass in if she doesn't.
Yeah, Sheila. I'm so glad you're here, Sheila, too. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
All of you guys.
You have no choice. I outed you, Sheila. We're the cheerleader section.
You're listening in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so awesome. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, you better get to it, girl. You have another one to prep.
Yes, I got another one to start prepping now.
Yeah, see, just because you enjoyed this one, you have 2 hours to relax and then get cracking on the next one.
Uh-oh. All right, then. Time to get to work. man. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so proud of
Yeah,
you.
right.
Not that my proudness has any weight, but I'm so happy to have seen this. You did it. You did it.
It's awesome. I did it. And oh my God, I can't.
You did so
yeah.
well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
think
turned
my
out really
husband is
good.
texting me like it's 2.5 hours.
It's
It's
good.
like, what's going on? I've
It's
been locked in the
good.
bedroom for 2.5 hours.
That means success.
And my son's probably getting yes, yes.
You ever going a real long time.
I'm my 5-year-old. All right, yeah. No, you guys, I'm